Now that you've learned how to use CS First, let's highlight some tips for supporting students. In this video, we'll cover strategies to help your students succeed. Tip number 1, try pair programming, a strategy used by programmers at Google that helps them write better code, debug problems more quickly, and learn from each other. Pairing students to learn together is a good way to stretch their communication and problem-solving skills. Ask one student to be the driver. This student controls the mouse and keyboard. Ask the second student to be the navigator. This student keeps their eyes on the big picture and plans next steps. This works in a virtual learning environment too. Just ask the driver to share their screen. There are 2 key rules for success. First, switch roles frequently so that both students get time in the driver and navigator roles. You can set a 3-minute timer to have students switch. Second, respect the roles. Encourage the driver to listen and solicit input, and encourage the navigator to keep the big picture in mind, communicate verbally, and not grab the keyboard and mouse. And remember, a pair programming classroom may be a bit noisier than you're used to. The chatter means students are collaborating and pair programming is working. Tip number 2, try communicating with colors. Give each student a red, yellow, and green card or plastic cups. They can display the card or cup on their desk to indicate what kind of support they might need. Green means no problems. Yellow means struggling but working through it independently. And red means stuck and in need of assistance. This will help you prioritize who needs the most help, while giving students the opportunity to work through challenging problems without being prematurely rescued. Students can even help each other if you set that expectation in your classroom. Tip number 3, teach the problem-solving process. Encourage your students to embrace iteration and problem-solving. That's what computer science is all about. Consider starting with these 4 steps. Step 1, understand the problem. Encourage students to break down and define the problem in their own words. Step 2, devise a plan. Encourage students to make a list, draw a picture, look for patterns, or brainstorm with other students in order to devise a detailed plan. Step 3, carry out the plan. Encourage students to carry out the plan with patience and persistence. If it's not working, return to step 2. Step 4, look back. Encourage students to reflect on what worked and what didn't work with their plan. What would they do differently next time? Thanks for tuning in. You're well on your way to creating a collaborative classroom with CS First.